In the male dominated world, a woman of her time was only supposed to be a dutiful homemaker. This poem talks about the world of Aunt Jennifer and tells us about her. The theme of the poem is to highlight the struggle and conflicts a woman faces in a male chauvinistic society. Aunt Jennifer is the protagonist of the poem and she exemplifies women all over the world who are victims of persecution at the hands of the patriarchal system. The poet expresses her feminist concerns through this poem and her inner desire to free herself from the clutches of an abusive marriage and a patriarchal society. We have Suryansh playing Aunt Jennifer's husband, Suhani playing Aunt Jennifer, Vidushi playing the mother-in-law, Ira playing Aunt Jennifer's daughter, and Yash as the village official. I, on the other hand, will be doing the narration, editing, and research.
What majestic creatures are these tigers, running freely and fearlessly in the woods. So beautiful, with fur like topaz, appearing bright yellow in the green backdrop of the forest. Fearless and not affected by the presence of men. I wish I was more like them. Instead, I'm burdened by the weight of this ring, by the obligations of married life.
What are you doing? Embroidery? What a waste of time it is. Have you made a tea for me? Such an irresponsible wife I have got. Go make it right now.
What are you doing here? I told you to go make some snacks for my son and you haven't even made tea yet. You are so careless about everything these days. My son works out so hard for our family and you can't even take care of him properly. My son goes out for work every day and deserves to be treated like a king. All you do is sit at home and do nothing.
Bring the keys with it.
Aunt Jennifer doesn't say anything due to the fear of her husband and goes ahead and lays the table.
Your food is so bland, you don't know how to cook.
I had this idea today. As you know, I love embroidering and I know you don't like it, but I was thinking I could maybe put it to some good use, start a business, maybe sell some of the things.
What? You want to start a business? You can't even cook the food properly and bring the tea on time. I bet your business won't sustain more than a week. Get these things off your head. You are not going to start any business. Concentrate on your culinary skills.
Are you in your senses? Do you think making money is that easy?
It's not just about making money. It would really help me channelize my passion and it would help my confidence.
And what will people think about a married woman starting her own business? They will think your husband can't provide for you. Women are supposed to do household chores only. And then how will you take care of the household and the family? You just need excuses for not doing the work you're supposed to do.
Mother, it's high time that you should stand up to them. I've been noticing for a while that dad and grandma, they have been treating you like this, like you are an inferior. I think you should go and confront them that you are an independent woman who doesn't need a man to depend on for her living and her expenses. You will start your own business, mother, and I will be your right hand and help you with whatever you need.
You're right. I should stand up for myself. I'll not let my husband oppress me anymore. I'm no one's property and I have control over my own life. No one can tell me what I can and can't do. I'm going to confront your father. I still am scared. You've given me a lot of confidence.
You don't have to be scared, Mom, because life is all about taking risks at a certain point. So this time you have to stand up for yourself because it's now or never. If your business becomes successful one day, it might motivate other women who have been suppressed by the thinking of the conservative families that women cannot work and it might motivate them to pursue their passion.
The village had come to support the move and helps inaugurate Aunt Jennifer's shop.
I'm glad to know that someone in our society has the courage to go against the norms. I'm going to buy this embroidered kurta and be your first customer. You will be a role model for all the married women in our village. Don't stop here, there's a long way to go. I'm there with you if you need my help. I'm sure many more women will come and fulfill their dreams following your path. I hereby declare I set up an organization for startups like these for women and people who aim to bring changes in our society.
Violence against women affects women everywhere. It impacts women's health, hampers their ability to participate fully in society, and is a source of tremendous physical and psychological suffering for both women and their families. According to a survey on Wikipedia, 1 out of every 7 women around the world has been a victim of domestic violence. Lockdowns during COVID-19 pandemic and its social and economic impacts have increased the exposure of women to abusive partners and known risk factors while limiting their access to services. According to the National Crime Bureau of India, a crime against a woman is committed every 3 minutes. It is estimated that around 30.5 million Indian women have been victims of physical violence and verbal abuse. 65% of Indian men believe that women deserve to be beaten up and should tolerate violence to keep the family together.
She's the goddess, but still has to fight from the society for her basic rights. Oh, she must break free, break the chains which bound her completely. Her way has been paved by thorns, by the same people whose life she adorns. She must rise to pursue her dreams, shedding light on the darkness as she gleams. Taking undue advantage of her kindness, she's trapped in the paws of narrow-mindedness. She must step out to avert the doom. Her presence will make the wilted flowers